So let's talk about Xero's manual journal function. Now, a lot of accountants who have not touched any of these new types of accounting systems that are connected to the cloud, they are not ERP type systems, they always ask me, can we still do any manual journals inside Xero? Because whenever I demonstrate Xero, everything is just on a single click. You just need to click on OK button, approve button, and that's it. There is actually no journal entry that is involved. So they are very curious. Can I still use this accounting system called Xero for posting manual journals? Well, I tell you guys, Xero has been designed for the use, not for the use of accountants, to be honest. It's an accounting software, yes, it is. But the intention of Xero is to provide an accounting software that can be utilized by businessmen who don't have any background about accounting. And so therefore they have no knowledge when it comes to debits and credits. That's why if you're gonna be noticing all of those transactions, the way we do things inside Xero, they don't involve double entry bookkeeping process, right? You just need to put some information in, click approve or click OK, and the recording of that transaction will now happen. But that doesn't mean that Xero has already forgotten about accountants, because we are in the first place what's on their mind when they were using this or doing this software. So is it still a function in Xero for us to be able to post a manual journal? Definitely yes, and it's actually a feature of Xero that is exclusively accessible for accountants of an organization. So it's being defined the way you have set up a specific user access, and that is designed for something and is reserved for someone who is called an accountant of that particular business. So how do you access that? You can go, there are actually two ways of accessing it. You can go to the accounting tab, and then you go to manual journals here. So if you click this, you will be redirected into the manual journals module of Xero. The other way, which is the unusual way, but it still works, is we can go under accounting and under reports. Okay, you can just check out here. On the right side, there's a search bar in here where you can search for journal. And you can see here there's an option for a journal report. Once you click that, it will open for you the journal report, and at the upper right side you will be having an access here to go to manual journals, because there are specific accesses like the standard access, standard user access. You won't be able to see it under the accounting tab like this. There's a manual journals option. No, you can actually go do some work around, go to the reports and open the journal report, and on the upper right side you will have an option here to go to manual journals, which will bring you to the exact same module. Now, when creating manual journals, all you need to do is to select new journal. There are actually two choices in here. We have new journal and the new repeating journal. What's the difference? When we say repeating journal, it's something that you can set up as a template, wherein let's say you have a journal entry every month that contains the same set of accounts and the same amounts involved, but it has a definitive interval. Let's say every beginning of the month, you need to post something, a manual journal into the books of the client. You don't even need to do that on a monthly basis. You can set up a repeating journal here if you click this, and then you can define here when will be the first journal day, let's say on the 1st of June, and we can repeat this every 1 month up until a specific period of time. Let's say if you want to do this for 6 months, then we just need to put this at, let's just count June, July, August, September, October, November, December, the last day of December, and it will post 6 journal entries every beginning of the month for the next 6 months. And what happens here is that you don't even need to manually do that journal entry every month. Xero will automatically do that for you. If you want just to do a normal journal entry, you can just click new journal here, and the traditional way of doing journal entries is very much available. You can put a narration here. If you are a little bit of oldie person, you can just put to record something, the record, blah, 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 the unpaid something, or to the accrual of something, or just easy, if you're a millennial, then just put debtor. That's it. Okay? So I just need to put the narration there, put some date in here. Now there's a curious part here where it's called the auto reversing date. So what is auto reversing date? If you do have any transactions that require immediate reversal by the next period, let's say you did some accrual journal, of course you need to reverse that on the next day, right? Or in the next period. So you don't even need to do manually the reversal of that journal entry, because if you put something like an auto reversing date, let's say this journal entry is at the end of June, and then you want it to be reversed by the 1st of July. All you need to do is to put that date under the auto reversing date, and it will create two journal entries for you, the standard journal entry and the reversing journal entry. But all you did was the standard one, right? And then you can just put here whatever account is involved. Just keep in mind that when it comes to the accounts available for manual journals, you will only be able to use those accounts that are not system accounts, meaning any bank account is not possible if they have been set up as a bank account that receives bank feeds in Xero. You can't also use any accounts receivable or accounts payable account if they are the ones being used for recording sales invoices or purchase bills in Xero, or any other types of accounts that is considered to be a system account. You can't use them. If you need, or you have really the need to utilize those accounts, then you need to create a new account with almost the similar name, slight difference just to distinguish them from each other, and we can just combine those amounts into the reports as one balance. So just for the sake of having the journal entry in. So if you select, let's say, debit to cleaning and credit to let's say we have a what other liability we can use it. Let's just, for the purpose of demonstration, clearing account, then we just have the normal debit credit combination in here. Of course, it will only allow you to post this journal entry if the debit and the credit is balanced. But yeah, you can definitely utilize Xero for doing some manual journal purposes, especially if it involves any month end or year end adjustment. So yeah, everything is easy. Everything is designed in Xero for the purpose of the usage and utilization of non-accounting type of people. They don't have any accounting background. Most probably they are businessmen. But still, if you are an accountant, you will never miss doing some manual journals in here. So there's it. We have the manual journal function in Xero that you can fully utilize for some year-end adjustments or month-end adjustments that you need to do as an accountant. I hope you learned something. If you did, please subscribe.